our seats, we'd like to get started. Before we go too far, one quick housekeeping note. The bell will probably ring before the end of the ceremony. You are welcome to stay, and we would appreciate you staying instead of all getting up to walk out. And you will be excused to your next class, so don't worry about having to leave early. But we have a lot of exciting things to talk about, so we want you to stay. So anyway, good morning. I'm Jennifer Burks, the Athletic Director at Perry High School. I would like to welcome you all to our Signing Day celebration. Today, we have the opportunity to honor 12 of our student athletes. So let's talk about them a little bit. With Avery Booth, she will be attending Fordham University in New York for volleyball. Jolie Brass, who will be attending San Jose State University for soccer. Nolan Brown, who will be attending Western New Mexico University for basketball. Kenna Kogel, who will be attending the University of Nebraska for volleyball. James Dean, who will be attending the University of West Alabama for football. Mason DeCroy, who will be attending San Diego Mesa Community College for football. Caleb Faba, who will be attending Mesa Community College for cross country and track. Gabby Johnson, who will be attending Concordia University Irvine for volleyball. Macy Johnson, who will be attending Riverland College in Minnesota for volleyball. Koa Pete, who will be attending the University of Arizona for basketball. Gianna Shibi, who will be attending Southern Connecticut State University for gymnastics. And Nate Wheeler, who will be attending Western New Mexico University for football. We are so proud to have these student athletes represent us at the next level. Each of them represents all that is good about high school athletics. They are both strong on the field and in the classroom. As a group, they have a 3.5 grade point average, with many of them over 4.0. And additionally, these athletes have been extremely successful as individuals and teammates. So let's learn a little bit about them. 3 of our volleyball players were part of our state runner-up team last year. Avery was a multi-sport player who excelled in indoor and beach. She was named All-Premier Region and All-CUSD. Kenna, who is all over the Perry record boards, has been named All-6A Conference, AZ Central All-Arizona, All-Premier Region Player of the Year, All-CUSD Player of the Year, and led the 6A Conference in hitting percentage and blocks this past season. Gabby was named All-Premier Region and All-CUSD, and she was number 4 in the conference in blocks. Macy has a great story, since she was actually a swimmer for the Pumas, but will be playing volleyball in college. JoJo was a member of our state runner-up soccer team and has been a valued 3-year starter. She has been named All-6A Conference, All-Premier Region, and All-CUSD. Caleb has competed at the state meet in cross country multiple years, and he is on the Perry track top 15 record board in the mile and the 2 mile, and he has been named All-Premier Region in cross country. Gianna is a level 10 gymnast who was a state and regional qualifier for the past 4 years. She finished 4th in the state in the bars and 5th in the vault. For our football players, James Dean was named All-6A Conference, All-Premier Region, and All-CUSD. According to Max Preps, he was ranked number 16 in the nation for field goals made this season with 15, and that is also the number 1 ranking in Arizona. Nate Wheeler was named All 6A Conference, All Premier Region, and All CUSD two-way player of the year. I can say personally, when the Pumas needed a tackle or a first down, it was Nate that we relied on. All right, so don't think I forgot about basketball. Our players were a part of an incredible 4 state championships, with 3 of those as the Open champions. While other teams may have had 4 consecutive championships, no one else but the Pumas can claim 3 Open championships, as Perry has won every Open final since its inception. So Nono Brown has been a huge part of this success. He has been named Defensive Player of the Year in basically all categories. So for the All 6A Conference, All Premier Region, and All CUSD. Koa Pete is currently known as the best and most decorated basketball player to ever come from Arizona. So hold on while I give a list of his accomplishments. Koa is ranked in the top 10 of all high school players by all major news outlets, and he is ranked number 1 in Arizona. He was named a McDonald's All-American, a Jersey Mike's Naismith High School All-American, a Nike Hoop Summit Men's USA team member, Arizona Gatorade Player of the Year 3 times, Arizona Max Preps Players of the Year 3 times, and Max Preps All-American Team this year. He's been All 6A Conference Player of the Year 3 times, All Premier Region Player of the Year 3 times, and All CUSD Player of the Year 4 times. AZ Central, All-American, or All-Arizona, and is also the overall Male Player of the Year last year. He won 3 gold medals with Team USA U17 and U16 basketball teams. He was named to the FIBA All-Tournament team. And finally, he was named USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year. The success of these athletes and the prestigious institutions they are committing to says a lot about the quality of our sports programs, our coaches, our parents, our teachers, and our athletes here at Perry High School. For the friends and teammates of these student athletes, I hope you look to them as role models and examples of what it takes to get to the next level. And today, we honor not just the incredible athletic achievement, becoming a collegiate athlete, but the journey that it took to get there. A journey marked by countless sacrifices. Behind every early morning workout, every long weekend tournament, and every late night study session, there's a family rearranging their schedules, making financial commitments, and offering unwavering support. Our athletes have given their all, training relentlessly, pushing through injuries, and balancing the demands of school and sport with remarkable discipline. This milestone reflects not just talent, but years of dedication, perseverance, and a strong support system that believed in them every step of the way. I, along with Puma Nation, could not be more proud of all of you. So, from Perry High School, I want to congratulate each of you and wish you good luck in the next stage of your life as a student athlete. Finally, I want each of you to know that even though you are about to become a Ram, a Spartan, 2 Mustangs, a Cornhusker, a Tiger, an Olympian, a Thunderbird, an Eagle, a Blue Devil, a Wildcat, and an Owl, you will always be Pumas to us. And so at this time, we're going to hear from the coaches, and I'm going to start quickly with a statement from Gianna's club coach, Holly Nader. Gianna started gymnastics at the age of 5. From that moment on, you could always find Gianna running around with a smile on her face at the gym. She was having fun and improving every day. She didn't start out training in our group, but at the age of 13, she decided she wanted to be pushed harder and to see how far she could really go in the sport she loved. She moved to the training group that myself and my husband coach, which is the highest level in the gym. This doubled Gianna's training hours and increased the intensity of her training by a lot. It was a big jump, and it took a lot to take on at once, but she jumped in full force. She struggled to keep up and was behind the other girls in the training group. It would have been easy for her to give up and go back to her own old training group, but she didn't. That wasn't an option in Gianna's mind. She stayed positive and knew that she could do this. She gave it her all every day, kept a good attitude, and never complained. She began catching up, and after some time, she even pulled ahead. She made it to the level 10 and was our highest placing athlete this season. She has beat all the odds that have been stacked against her. Whatever comes her way, she handles it with grace and continues to move forward. From being the tall girl in a short girl's sport, competing on fractures, torn ligaments, etc., nothing can stop this girl. She has the fight, work ethic, and motivation to be every coach's dream. She has shown grit, she has shown her character, and I know Gianna will achieve what she sets out to do. We are excited to watch her dreams live as she takes on this exciting chapter of her life. So Gianna, your coach, we love you and we are so proud of you. The accomplishments you have made in gymnastics are incredible, but what makes us even prouder is the young lady we have watched you grow into. You have been such a special athlete for us to coach. We will miss you, but we will forever be your biggest fans, and we hope to remain your most favorite coaches ever. From Coach Nader. All right, we're going to have Coach Andrew Yamashiro come on up first. He's going to talk about Avery, Kenna, and Gabby.
Beyond excited to be here for Avery, Kenna, and Gabby. Their signings to Fordham, Concordia, Nebraska are amazing accomplishments for them. We are excited to see what they do, what they're capable of doing in the future. Everything they have done has come up to this moment. It's not easy being the late signees. It's not easy for them. It's not easy for their families. It's not easy for the family that had to do it twice. But we are beyond excited to see where they're at. These three have been phenomenal kids to coach in the 1 year I've been here. They have been nothing but open arms with us and our new coaching staff. We are excited to see what happens with them in the future. They have done everything you can ask for. The three of them were three of our best blockers in the state, and not only for the state of Arizona, but in the nation. They finished, Kenna was up there in the top 10 in the nation at one point. Gabby was in the top 50 in the nation, and Avery was one of the best pin blockers in the nation at that point. We are excited to see what they did on the court, but at the same time, we are so happy to see what they do off the court for us. These schools are getting someone that is phenomenal in the sense of they help our younger athletes. They're there for the JV and the freshmen. They've been leaders throughout, and it's been cool to see what they have brought to this program in the 1 year I've been there and what I've already known that they've brought in the 3 years beforehand. We are excited in the sense of what are they going to do next? We know that they're destined for greatness. We know that they're destined to do bigger things. They join an amazing class of Perry athletes that have already signed, and this program is nothing without them and the other three and our seventh senior that isn't choosing to play on but moving on. We can't express enough how Concordia, Fordham, and Nebraska are getting these complete packages of people. No one is getting these type of kids that are that special on and off the court. Kenna, Gabby, Avery, you have made amazing decisions. We are excited to see where it takes you. And like Mrs. Burke said, once a Puma, always a Puma. But in the end, we will be supporting you from Arizona from beginning to end, and we are excited to see where it takes you in the future. Congrats.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Coach Keith Meskel to talk about JoJo.
All right. So I'm actually going to start this off with a quote spoken by the living legend JoJo Brass earlier this week, yesterday. Every other week or every week, we kind of, hey, who has a birthday or who had a birthday, that type of thing. So they come, we sing them happy birthday, then they have to give a speech. You know, usually it's a quick quote, especially the younger kids. Keep working hard, all those types of things. But JoJo said something that kind of, epitomized her in the longevity of what she's been going through as far as her soccer career goes. Her quote was, "Don't complain about what's on your plate if you're showing up ready to eat." And thinking about what she's gone through as a soccer player, the position that she plays in isn't always the glamorous position, doesn't always get the highlights and the stats and things like that. She's got to show up, she's got to get dirty, she's got to be willing to bleed, she's got to be willing to sacrifice to win. And that's always been an epitome of who she is as a player, is she wants to win. She wants to do everything she can for her teammates. She wants to make sure that her team is successful. So seeing her kind of say that on the tail end of her career, really made it kind of highlight everything that she's gone through as a player. Personally for her as well within this journey, trying to find a school and trying to go through that process since her junior year of just, not always constantly getting the looks, not getting the things that she's desiring, being patient, not complaining, wanting to be somewhere, wanting to eat, wanting to go to play college, those types of things. She just stayed persistent with it, and where she is now is exactly where she should be. San Jose State's going to get an incredible player, incredible person. We can't thank you enough for what you've done for this program, and congratulations to you and your family. Thank you.
All right, next we have Coach Sam Duane to come up and talk about Nono and Koa.
Thank you. First, thank you, Mrs. Burks. She does a phenomenal job with signing day, fall and spring. Puts this together. It's a lot of work, I know. So thank you very much for doing this for our student athletes. I would like to talk about, yes, thank you. Nono and Koa, two of the pillars of the success of our program. Mrs. Burks went over their accolades, but I think it goes deeper than that. They are both high character. They are both highly competitive. They are role models. They are extremely good teammates. They're unselfish players, and they're very coachable. They made our job as a staff, our players' jobs easy. They are role models on campus. They're tremendous students, and I think they're the epitome of a true student athlete. Jill, Lance, thank you for your trust in me for 4 years, for allowing us to coach Nono. Nono, I know at times being a point guard, he is an extension of the coach on the floor, so it wasn't always easy for you. Sometimes he felt the wrath of my coaching, but he knows that we always believed in him. A true warrior, a true leader. I don't think you understand. He went through 2 major shoulder surgeries, missed the spring and summer before his junior year, and also in his sophomore year. His toughness and will to compete, to come back from those injuries, to stay the course, to lead us to 4 championships. One of the toughest players I have ever coached. And Nono, thank you for a tremendous 4 years. Koa, the same, high character, humble, great teammate. His accolades speak for themselves. Todd, Jana, the whole Pete family, thank you for your trust in me the last 20 years. Incredible ride. Koa, you represented Perry in a tremendous way as a leader on the floor, coachable, unselfish, great desire to win, puts winning above everything, puts winning above individual stats, understand that winning is the major thing, and does it in a classful way. Incredible to coach. Enjoyed coaching you for 4 years. I think people look by because he plays with so much force. His IQ, the way he processes the game is at another level. So I'm wishing you all the best. Nono and Koa, I will be your biggest fans. I will be watching you come to practices. I'll see you in games. But know that you're with us forever, and the relationships of you two will go forever. So thank you for everything, and we are wishing you all the best.
Okay, next we have Coach Jeff Gurecki. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, we're going to have Joe Ortiz come up and talk about football.
Hello. First off, congratulations to all these athletes going to the next level. Congratulations to you all. First, Jimmy Dean. I just asked Coach Sharps any funny stories to tell you. He said there's too many. So Jimmy Dean is your prototypical kicker. He's little funny, little goofy, but he goes down as the best kicker I have ever had in my coaching career. The accolades that Ms. Burke said is second to none. in the state, and super proud of you and your punting ability. For you to do both for us for the last 2 years has been huge. And funny story about Jimmy Dean. Sometimes he, loses focus and shanks a kick here and there. And I go, what do you hate more than anything out there? And he said, lobsters. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. But so anytime we needed him to lock in or focus, I would just yell at him, lobster. So if you ever heard us on the sideline, I would be yelling lobster at him. It was because I needed him to focus. So Coach Yarbs actually got him a pair of lobster slippers to wear, in between practices and all that, but he never wore that. But super happy for you to go to West Alabama. I think you're definitely going to level up, with the transfer portal now. Can't wait to see what you do. Hopefully sky's the limit for you, and hopefully, we're watching you kick on the Division I level sometime soon. Congratulations, bud. Mason DeCroy. He was one of the hardest workers on the team. When he came back, he didn't play his junior year, came back his senior year and just busted his tail to get, all the way through scout team to getting significant carries for us later down the road in the season. He had some big carries against Chandler in our first ever win against him. Big time plays for us, special teams, never complained. Just busted his tail on scout team, and it was noticed right away. And we realized we needed to get him on the field in some aspect of the game and offense. And he was a good power running back for us, and super proud of him to be able to go to the next level at San Diego Mesa College to see what you can do. And hopefully after those 2 years, you're going to a 4-year college. So super proud of you. Keep it going, and good luck. Nate. Nate goes down as one of the top 3 players I probably ever coached. All-state, two-way player. I believe he scored every touchdown in our win against Chandler with the pick 6 to kind of seal that game. And whatever we needed him when it was 4th and 1, we were giving him 30 duck, which is just our dive to him, and he took one against Brophy to the house. Defensively, he was just a menace, being all over the field. He was our long snapper, so anytime he would score a long touchdown, he would take off his gloves and go long snap for us too. So he never really got a break. But two-way player of the year, 6A premier. Not a lot of players can say they can do that in the toughest region in the state. So super proud of you. I'm glad you're going to Western New Mexico, and I would be surprised if you stay there and you're going to level up at the next level and do great things. So congratulations, Nate.
Okay, now we're going to have Coach Jeff Gorecki come on up and talk about Caleb.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to all the athletes up here. Coaching Caleb has been my most rewarding experience, and it's been over 20 years. So I just want to say thank you to Caleb. Thank you to his family. Thank you to his brother Josh, who always gave him that extra kick. It's been an incredible journey with Caleb. So when Caleb first showed up to the very first Puma practice, he's not the same human being that is standing before us today. He couldn't come close to running a 5K. And now he sits number 6 all-time on the men's 5K list for Perry and number 5 all-time in the men's 3-mile for Perry. It's been an incredible journey. I speak on behalf of all of the coaches, Coach Pavlenko, Coach Nolde, Coach Eidelman. This has been probably the best athlete that I've seen walk through all of Perry High School. There's not enough words for me to just say about what I think about Caleb. So congratulations. You're going to a great place. Coach Pescador's got a great athlete.
Okay, and to wrap up our coaches, we have Coach Karen Hadlin, who's going to talk about Macy.
All right. This is from Macy's head coach, Charles Apolno from volleyball. It says, coaching Macy has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my career. From day one, she brought a positive attitude and tireless work ethic to the gym. She consistently sought out ways to improve her game and always welcomed feedback with an open mind. No matter the result of any match, Macy carried herself with pride, knowing that gave her gave her all every time and she stepped on the court. Her determination and maturity were beyond her years, and she became steadily uplifting presence for her teammates. He still remembers the day that Macy told him that she wanted to play college volleyball. He had a real, honest conversation about what it would take. From that moment on, she put her head down, worked her tail off, and turned her dream into reality. Riverland is not only getting a talented athlete, but also a thoughtful, coachable, and slightly goofy competitor who leads by example. I have no doubt that her college career will be a successful one, and her next coach will be lucky to have someone like her on their side. And while her love was on the volleyball court, she earned a well-deserved signing. We were fortunate enough to have Macy grace our swimming program this past season. Her dedication and work ethic were immediately apparent, translating into significant progress in the pool. Beyond her athletic talents, Macy's caring nature made her an invaluable teammate, always encouraging and supporting those around her. She embodies the spirit of a well-rounded athlete, excelling not only in skill, but also in character, and we are incredibly proud of her accomplishments. Congratulations, Macy.
Okay, now comes the fun part for the athletes. So it took them 4 years to get here to this point, and I'm sure they've been practicing these speeches for what feels like 4 years as well. So, Avery, you get to start.
Hi, everyone. I would like to congratulate all the other athletes with me today. This is a great accomplishment, and I'm so excited for you all. My name is Avery Booth, and I'm super excited to be officially signing to play Division I volleyball at Fordham University in New York City today. First and foremost, I would like to thank Fordham coaches Ian, Alyssa, and Chris for giving me this opportunity to play volleyball at such an amazing volleyball program and academic school. I would also want to thank all of the people in my life who have gotten me to where I am today. My parents for spending countless time and money for me to play the sport I love. My teammates for pushing me to be the best version of myself and always helping me compete at the highest level. My family and friends for being my biggest supporters, and my coaches for preparing me to play in college. Special thank you to all of my coaches at Perry Volleyball for shaping me into the person I am and always believing in me, and Arizona Storm Elite Volleyball Club and Terry Spann for helping me in my recruiting process. Although this journey wasn't easy, I'm so excited for the next stage of my life and to pursue my dream. Go Rams.
Okay. First off, I want to say congratulations to all the people up here with me today. I can't wait to see all of you guys succeed at the next level. Next, I want to say thank you to all my teammates and friends for making my 4 years of high school unforgettable. Thank you for also making me realize that life isn't too bad. Next, I want to thank my club coaches, Paul Taylor and Kelly Cagle, for helping me with my recruiting process and getting me where I am today. Thank you, Coach Pat, for making me a stronger version of myself and telling me to lift heavier even when I say I can't. And to my Perry soccer coaches, I want to thank Dan Constance for always having confidence in me when I didn't have any of myself. Thank you, Coach Keith Meskel and Dwayne Meskel, for coaching me since I was a baby. You've watched me grow up and pushed me to become the better version of myself I didn't know I had in me. Next, I want to say thank you to my sister for being my biggest supporter, even when she's all the way up in college. Thanks for always picking up the phone when I needed help sending college emails, even when you're busy. Thank you for always supporting me no matter what path I was going to take in my career. Next, I want to thank my dad. Thank you for being one of my biggest supporters on and off the field. Thank you for always giving me life lessons when I didn't want to hear it. Thank you for showing up to my games no matter how far away they were, even if I had to yell at you on the sidelines to stop screaming. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and though it seemed like a little thing, showing up really does matter. Next, I want to thank my mom. You're my best friend. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you. Thank you for always waking me up when I sleep through my alarms. Thanks for always making sure I have both jerseys in my bag. Thank you for always believing in me. You've done so much for me my whole life. I could sit up here and talk about you for hours, but I won't. When I got injured at the height of my career, I thought my dream of being a D1 collegiate athlete was over, but thanks to you, I kept going. You showed me the light in a dark reality. I really couldn't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. Next, I want to thank the San Jose State coaching staff. I am extremely honored and blessed to be given this opportunity to prove myself and play at the next level. Lastly, to those athletes up here with me today, and those who are still striving for their goals, this might sound basic and cliche, but all I have to say is be where your feet are. Don't worry about the past or the future or the things that you can't change. Worry about the now. Keep working hard for your dreams because eventually, even when it feels like an eternity, good things happen to those who work. Thank you, and go Spartans.
Hi, congratulations to all the other athletes that are signing today. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Savior, my Father in heaven, Jesus Christ. I came to him about a year ago and it changed my life. It was the best decision I've made, and without him I wouldn't be here. And none of this would be possible. All the praise that I've gotten over the 4 years I've been here, I don't deserve it. He deserves it. I'd like to thank my mother for showing me how to work hard every day and always making sure I have the things I want and need. I'd thank my dad just for always being there for me and teaching me how to become a man, and just the countless hours we spend in the gym just working on my game, helping me try to perfect my craft. My sisters for always coming to the games and supporting me and just always keeping me motivated. I'd like to thank our coaching staff, Coach Dwayne, Coach Harvard, and Coach Andy, for always believing in me and teaching me how to play the game of basketball the right way and how to take the game seriously. I would also like to thank my teammates for believing in me and just having my back no matter what happens. I'd like to thank my athletic trainers, Allison and Olivia, for always putting up with me and my antics and taking care of me when I'm hurt, and for all the times they've taped my ankle over these past 4 years. I'd like to thank my trainers, Chuck and Leon, helping me get better with my craft and just being extra motivation always. I'd like to thank my mentors, Pastor Tim and Wesley, who have just helped me improve my life, my mental state, and making me a better human. I'd like to thank Mr. Tippett for helping the mental side of basketball for me and just keeping me, just making me a more confident player that I need to be, and just helping me be a better player. I'd like to thank the administration, Ms. Patterson, Ms. Burks, for being amazing and always supporting me in the basketball team. Finally, I'd like to thank Coach Bunker and his staff at Western New Mexico for believing in me enough to allow me this opportunity.
First, I want to start off by saying congratulations to all the other athletes signing beside me for their amazing accomplishments and for reaching their goals. As some may know, this last fall, I was actually already up here signing to the University of Oregon. In February, due to some changes, I decided to decommit and reopen my recruiting. Although that decision was very hard because for almost 3 years I thought Oregon was going to be my home, I knew God had a different plan for me. I was then given an amazing opportunity to continue my education and play Division I volleyball at the University of Nebraska. Playing at Nebraska has been a dream of mine since I started playing volleyball, so I want to give a special thanks to Coach Danny, Coach Jalen, and Coach Kelly for giving me this opportunity and making my dream come true. To my Storm coaches, Terry, Aaron, Jamie, Evan, and Andrew, and to all my teammates, thank you for being there for me during this change. And a huge thank you to Terry Span for guiding me through this whole process. I want to also say thank you to Perry Volleyball and Move Human Performance for keeping me strong and healthy so that I can be ready for this next chapter. And of course, my biggest thank you goes to my parents, sister, and grandparents. This change has been amazing, but definitely not easy, and you all have been my biggest supporters throughout this whole thing. You all have sacrificed so much to help this dream of mine come true, and I will forever be grateful. With all of that being said, I truly am blessed, and I can't wait to be a part of the Husker family. Go Big Red.
First off, I want to say congratulations to all the other athletes. Then I would like to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't be here. And my parents for always spending the money and pushing me to become the best I can be. Whether it's on the field or the classroom, I would like to thank Coach Yarbs for always pushing me every day to become better. And I would also like to thank Coach Ortiz and the rest of the coaches for believing in me. And lastly, I would like to thank Coach Flesher at the University of West Alabama for giving me an amazing tour and this amazing opportunity. Go Tigers.
First, above all else, I'd like to thank God because without him, I wouldn't be blessed enough to have this opportunity. I would also like to congratulate my fellow athletes for taking this next step in their journey. I want to say thanks to my mom and family for raising me and helping me come this far. I also want to thank my coaches, teammates, and trainers for always helping me and pushing me to become the best athlete and person I could be on and off the field. Finally, thank you to Coach Watkins and the rest of the San Diego Mesa staff for giving me the opportunity to join their family. And before I pass the mic, I want to give a huge shout out to my boys that are here. Thanks for all the support and go Olympians.
First, I'd like to congratulate everyone else up here with me. Now I'd like to thank my parents and siblings for supporting me along the way. I'd like to thank Coach Gorecki, Pavlenko, Eidelman, and Nolde for giving me a chance on day one and pushing me to where I am today. I wouldn't be here today without my teammates, especially Anuj, Rowan, and Joey. Getting up at 5 in the morning for practice isn't easy, but it paid off. All that being said, I'm excited to continue my journey.
First, I want to congratulate all the other athletes signing today. We've all put in so much work to get here, and it's amazing to celebrate this moment together. I'm so incredibly excited to make my commitment official and continue my academic and volleyball career at Concordia University, Irvine. To my family, thank you for the endless love and support over the past 5 years. I wouldn't be where I am today without you. To my Perry and Club 1 coaches, thank you for believing in me and helping me grow both as a player and as a person. And of course, thank you to the Concordia coaching staff for this amazing opportunity. I'm so excited for what's ahead, and I can't wait to be a Golden Eagle.
I want to say thank you to all the other athletes up here and congrats to all of them. And I just wanted to thank you to all my friends and family who supported me and put all their time and money into my volleyball career, and all my coaches and teammates who made me a better person and the player who I am today. And thank to all the Riverland coaches who gave me the opportunity to play. Go Devils.
First, I would like to congratulate all the other athletes up here. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. I would also like to thank my family for the unwavering support. Being at all my games, you guys are my motivation, so seeing you guys on the sideline gave me joy to just play the game, to be honest. Thank you to my principal, Ms. Patterson, and AD, Ms. Burks, for everything. Thank you to our amazing trainers, Allison and Olivia. I want to give a special thanks to my coaches, Coach Dwayne and Coach Harwick, for making me the player I am today. Also, thank you to my teammates at Perry. You guys are amazing. I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Kenny and Chuck for the countless hours we spent in the gym. Lastly, thank you to all the coaches that recruited me throughout this process, and I'm super excited that I came down to the choice to Arizona to go play for Coach Lloyd and a great coaching staff, and I'm super excited for this next chapter in my life. Bear down.
Okay, first I want to thank my parents for always being there for me throughout my gymnastics career. I'm so grateful for all the time and money they spent to keep me in gymnastics. They are truly my biggest supporters, and I'm so thankful for them. Next, I want to thank my coaches for always pushing me to my best. The process definitely wasn't the easiest, but my amazing coaches always pushed me and believed in me. I appreciate all the time and effort they spent on my gymnastics and getting me to reach my highest potential. They truly made me the athlete that I am today and are also huge role models in my life. I could not have done this without them. I also want to thank my teammates because of all their support throughout my journey and because practice is so much better with my friends. Lastly, I want to thank the coaches at Southern Connecticut for giving me this amazing opportunity to be a part of college gymnastics, because this has been a big goal of mine since I started this sport. I wouldn't be sitting here today if it wasn't for everyone's constant support, and I can't wait for the next 4. Go Owls.
All right. First, I want to thank God for this opportunity, not only for me, but the rest of these amazing athletes. I'm honored to be up here with all of you. I also want to thank my family. You've been my foundation and biggest supporters since day one, and I hope to make you guys proud every step of the way. To my coaches and teammates, I want to thank each of you for playing a key role in shaping me into the player and person I am today. You've pushed me to my limits and taught me lessons that go far beyond the field. This is just the beginning, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thank you, and go Mustangs.
All right, awesome work. Great job, everybody. If you would, grab your pen, grab your paper. We are going to do our official signing. And so today's date is April 16th, 2025. The time is 9:59 a.m. And if you would please go ahead and sign. You can clap. All right, huge congratulations to everybody. Just kind of our last closing thoughts. We are so proud of every one of you up here. Like I said earlier, we know the sacrifices that it took by all of you to get to this point. Can't wait to see what you're going to do in the future. I have ESPN Plus, and so I guarantee I'll get to watch some of your games live, and some of you will be on ESPN regular. So can't wait to watch you. I know we still have some things to do here at school during the season, so please finish your senior year strong. And from all of Perry High School, we are so proud. We are so excited. Please keep in touch. I will still tweet about you and even put you on Instagram. Okay, so congratulations. That is our official ceremony at this point. If you would like to come up and congratulate our athletes, please do.